Well, hello guys, it's the Squirrel's Nuts here. I've got a game of Rush on Grand Bazaar, PC game, and I'm in a squad with a chap called Serradoss. You may have heard of him. He's kind of starting up his own channel, so go and have a look at that if you like. But we were on Skype talking to each other, had a great chat, and we played this game. Pretty interesting. I think the teams were evenly matched towards the end. Towards the end, a couple of guys on our team, I think, left, and that was just enough to tip the balance. So I will tell you now, we don't actually win this, but you'll see us put up a pretty good fight. There's some interesting bits going on. Anyway, so apart from talking about this, I want to talk to you about some other stuff. I've got the last video I did was a PS3 friend list kind of update. And I put out a couple of documents and asked people to leave comments if they wanted to stay on the list or if they wanted to be taken off, that kind of thing. Unbelievable amount of comments on the waiting list. I mean, I actually was hoping that the waiting list would get smaller, but I think when all's said and done, I mean, I've not been through it yet because the closing date's tonight. Then I'm going to stop all comments. By the look of things, the list's going to get bigger. I mean, seriously. Unbelievable, but you know, that's the way it is. I'll try and put on the friends list as many people as I can and have a chat with Anders and see if he can pick up any more people so that you can jump in some games with us. And also, like I said before, you can play with Anders and Ham, hopefully, because they play a bit more than I do on PS3 because I play on more than one platform. Right, this particular cubbyhole here is quite a nice little spot when you're attacking on Rush. Managed to get killed near the start, as you probably saw, by a guy who was camped up in here, but once we cleared him out, although it is a bit interesting for people spawning on you, because when they're about to spawn on you, they think, where the hell are you? You know, this little black room. Look at this. Oh shit, did you see that? You see how many people are in that bloody room? I tried throwing a grenade in, but I didn't manage to get a kill, so I don't think much happened. They obviously jumped out the way of it, although he managed to be camped in the wall, so obviously he can't take any damage. Yeah, so the PS3 friend list clear-out's happening after tonight. I shall get through that, and then that's that for at least a month. I'm not doing this on a particularly regular basis because it's quite a hassle. So if anybody puts comments on my channel or sends me messages saying add me, the answer is pretty much no, I'm not going to add you. That waiting list is massive, and as it stands, if you're at the bottom, you're probably going to have to wait to the end of the year at this rate. But hopefully some people will come off as we go down the line, as they get bored of Battlefield or move on, do their own thing. We shall see. Now, what else have I got to talk about? Oh, this room here. I'm obviously got the MCOM to my left here. This poor guy is defending this doorway, so I'll bring him back to life. And then I think he gets up, and then he gets done over again. And I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? He's obviously trying to pick somebody off. But that's okay, because while all this is going on, we're protecting the MCOM. I stick my nose out there and look, there's a guy in a room opposite, that little black room that I just saw, and he's camped up in there with his mate, and they're just firing into the room. They're not coming and taking the room out. They're making no effort to advance and clear it and disarm the MCOM. They're just getting free kills, I think. So, you know, whatever. Yeah, so the teams are pretty balanced, and it's a fairly close run game, which is why I've made it into a video. I'll tell you something. Now, this is platform independent. This is across all the different platforms. I have got probably 3 or 4 really good games recorded that I could put up as videos. But the reason I've not put them up is because they're all on Same Crossing. Which is interesting, I think. Now, that's not just Rush either. That's Russian Conquest. That sounded like Russian Conquest, didn't it? Rush and Conquest. I think that says a lot about the map, actually. The fact that I've got really fun and interesting games on that map and not much else at the moment. I mean, I have got other stuff, you know, Firestorm, Strike at Karkand, but I'm not the kind of guy who puts up videos, you know, you get a lot of people who put up daily videos, for example. I'm not that kind of guy. Firstly, I've got a life, so it's kind of tricky. And secondly, because I only really want to put up what I would call interesting videos, the kind of videos that I would like to watch if I was, you know, because I watch other people's stuff, and I like to watch interesting games as well as listen to the commentary. And so I try and make videos that hopefully you guys find interesting. Maybe something happens in the footage, maybe it's with a bunch of platoon guys and it's good teamwork, or maybe crazy shit happens. I mean, that happens every now and again. But that's what I try and do. I try and go for quality more than quantity. So I'm not going to upload them, or I may upload them later on once we've had a few others. But yeah, just getting back to the point, what does that say about Seine Crossing? It's a good map, isn't it, basically? It really is a good map. But there are some other maps where I never, hardly ever get a good game on. I mean, I get good games on Caspian Border, and quite often on Strike at Karkend. But, bloodbaths like Metro, nah. I've got a few of those, but what's the point in pulling them up? Everybody knows what Metro like, just a bloody kill fest. Or a one-sided battle. Look at this here, I try and flank round and notice these guys over that side. And just as I took them out, Serradoss said, watch out for that room. I said, yeah, it's alright, I've cleared it out. I think they're the ones that took him out. But what I did was I went around the left to try and get over to this room to get as a kind of launching point, if you like, to get A. Which we managed to do. You can see there's some fire coming in now. So my sole job now is basically to protect this MCOM and allow people to spawn on me. So I'm just keeping down, but watch this epic fail. Look how many bullets I've got. I've got 8 bullets in my mag. I forgot to reload. I was too busy watching the minimap. So I ran out into a firefight with 8 bullets. Didn't work out very well, unfortunately, surprisingly enough. But I'm just waiting to sort of come back and see what else I can do. You can see that I'm trying to decide what the best spot is for me to come back, and since he's the only guy left, it's him. But alright, do a quick revive. We didn't get A, unfortunately. I don't know whether that was my fault for being a noob and running out with 8 bullets, and certainly had something to do with it. Maybe we would have got through that. I don't know. But let's go back for another try. 39 tickets left, so plenty of tickets for 2 MCOMs. Now then, the other thing I wanted to mention while this is going on, well, this is quite a bit of fun actually. I should probably just talk through this bit. We got the MCOM down, and I know there's people defusing, so I decided to throw a grenade in there. Rather than just take shots, I decided to grenade first, and then look. What a great splatterfest. Somehow he didn't drop from a pistol, I don't know how. But unfortunately, yeah, they come around the back, and you can see on the minimap there, they're coming in at 2 angles now. So they play quite well, to be fair, their team. They're quite well coordinated. Didn't have any other squirrels in the platoon or in the game, I don't think, at this point. I was playing on sort of Saturday afternoon, which not always ideal for people playing, but I just wanted to jump on. There was a couple of things I was trying to do. Whilst I'm having the walk of shame here, all our squad wiped out, so big long walk back. Yeah, I used to use Fraps for PC recording, and whilst the file sizes are okay, Fraps, for me, and I think I've heard it from other people now, it actually has quite a bit of frame lag. In other words, as it's capturing and writing files out, it sort of struggles, and it causes your frame rate to drop while you're playing. Not sure why I couldn't revive him, but anyway. So I tried this other one called Dextery, and I have to say, it is pretty bloody good. It hasn't caused any frame rate drop. I mean, you can see this footage here is, I'm playing this is the speed I'm playing at, and I've got the game going at, I think, 60 frames. You see that there? You see that little doorway there? I just threw a grenade at. That opened up that room. That was a Serradoss told me to do that, actually, so that tip goes to him. If you grenade that door or blast it open, you can go in this room here, which is if you can get hold of this, you're just round the corner from the B MCOM, and that's a pretty good launch point. Unfortunately, I kind of spawn here, run down to the MCOM, and I think you'll see what happens. I get here we go, and you bastard. Hey, what about that? Urgh, claymores. I love it when I claymore people. Really annoyed when I get claymored. Imbalance. I kind of would like them out of the game. They're one of those kind of bullshit tools that people use. Don't make it fun for my liking, They're either used by campers when they're sniping, or they're used by people, how should we call them, wankers, Yeah, that's a good name. People who put them in absolutely annoying spots like that. I mean, sure, he's defending the MCOM, but he's defending it with a bullshit item as far as I'm concerned, and I really would rather it wasn't in the game. But it is, and I think DICE have said they're not going to take anything out of the game, so that one's stuck in Battlefield. Let's hope Bad Company 3 doesn't have them, eh? As you can see, we're making that final rush on B. We don't quite get there. So yeah, DX3, if you're a PC recorder, then thoroughly recommend it. I only wish I hadn't bought Fraps. I've got some ideas for some events for getting together with some squirrels and doing some really fun, cool stuff. More details about that soon. But that's all from me. Just thought I'd get a quick video up there and chat about stuff. PS3 friend list clear out will happen probably tomorrow. Until then, take care guys, and I shall see you soon.